I've been married to my wife Beth for 5 years. I have a bio daughter named Jessica who's 18. And I also have 2 stepdaughters named Monica and Leah. They're 25 and 28. Both are single moms and live with us currently. There's been issues about my stepdaughters asking my daughter to babysit the kids. Jessica didn't have a problem with it at first since this is what she does to earn money, but since her stepsisters don't pay her much, she just refused to babysit. We worked this out by having my wife take care of paying for the babysitting. I planned a family vacation for 3 days and everyone wanted to go. However, both Monica and Leah suggested that Jessica stay home and watch the kids since Beth doesn't want her grandkids to come. They said it's because the kids are used to Jessica and hiring another babysitter would cause issues. And also said that Jessica isn't too fond of our destination, but it was obvious that Jessica wanted to go. They insisted and Beth offered to pay her double, and there was just a lot of back and forth on this till I demanded they stop bringing it up. We were supposed to go last week, but when everybody had bagged their bags and it was time to go, Jessica found out that she didn't have her passport on her. We searched her bag, then went home and searched there. Beth and my stepdaughters kept insisting that we go back to the airport or else we'd miss our flight. They insisted that Jessica stay at home with the kids. They even told the new babysitter to go home because she was no longer needed. I refused to go and kept searching for the passport till Monica admitted that she helped Leah hide Jessica's passport to get her to stay home with the kids. I was livid. I tried to get her to tell me where it was, but she said Leah had it. Leah denied it, so I threatened to cancel the vacation. That's when they gave it back. I decided to actually cancel the vacation and blew up at both of them and berated them. They stayed upstairs for a while and Beth refused to speak to me and said that I punished my stepdaughters for worrying about their kids and wanting them to stay with someone they know. I got told I overreacted and ruined the trip for everybody. I am a nurse practitioner and I am the primary care provider for a lot of the low-risk maternity cases at the practice where I work. I also work hand in hand with the doctors and midwives to create a healthy maternity, birth, and postpartum situation. My fiancé is completing her residency. We live together and have for a few years now. We aren't in any hurry to get married. We originally had plans to do so a couple of years ago, but then we got really busy for 2 years. It is driving my very religious parents crazy that their youngest son is living in sin. I don't really care. I'm an adult and I do what I want. We are getting married in June. So we are visiting my parents for Christmas. The way it came together this year, everyone is at my parents' house. That's my folks, my 3 siblings, myself and my fiancé, and 7 grandchildren. So 17 people. At dinner, my mom starts going on about how she is so glad that we are finally getting married and she won't be embarrassed at church anymore. And my dad says how proud he is of his 3 older kids who all either waited to get married before moving in together or got married right away after moving in together. My fiancé was getting embarrassed and I was getting mad over this stupid argument we have had too many times. And a family dinner was the last straw. I have asked them repeatedly to just accept that they cannot control how I live my life. I refuse to stay with them when I visit, even if I come alone. Hotels are just easier. So I started talking about a premature baby I had been reading about. It was almost 3 months premature and weighed about 1.6 pounds. It was super strong and healthy for being born so little, and the NICU had high hopes for the baby doing well. My mom and dad both got deer-in-the-headlights looks on their faces. Too bad. Should not have messed with my fiancé's feelings. So I asked about my oldest brother. He was born almost 4 months premature. Is there a chance that we could check out the family album where we keep all the records of family births and stuff? I already know my brother was over 9 pounds and almost 23 inches long when he was born. My grandmother told me all about it the first time my parents tried to shame me. The subject gets changed very fast. After supper, my parents told me that I should not try to embarrass them with private things that are not my concern. I told them that if I heard anything about my living arrangements ever again for the rest of my life, I would make sure to keep bringing up the fact that my mom was in her second trimester when they got married. My parents are mad at me for telling them how to behave in their own home. But my fiancé is happy that they seem to be off the subject for good. I'm a 27-year-old woman and make about $130,000, $30,000 of that being from a side hustle. My boyfriend of 2.5 years is 28 and makes $80,000 with no side hustle. I'm really serious about saving and only spend about $2,500 a month, $1,600 of that being rent. Occasionally I do something expensive and fun, like a week-long cruise I went on with friends before the pandemic, but I don't eat out more than once a month. I buy clothes maybe once every other year, and my car is almost old enough to vote. My boyfriend is different. He does have an emergency fund and saves 10% of his salary in his company 401k and gets a 4% employer match, but that's it. Everything that comes and goes out. He eats out every day, leases an expensive car, and is always buying things. I don't know where his money goes, and to be honest, I don't think he does either. I don't love his spending habits, but I'm okay with it. Saving 10% is more than a lot of people do, and he doesn't have any credit card debt, so whatever. The issue is that he's supposed to be moving into my apartment next month. He currently lives in a house with 3 other guys and pays $800 a month. If we split the rent on my apartment, he would still pay $800 a month. I think that's more than fair, but he wants to pay $600 and me pay $1,000. His argument is that I make a lot more money than him and expenses should be proportional, and he also says it's not fair that my rent is going to decrease by 50% and his is going to stay the same. I don't agree because I don't think what rent we paid before we lived together really has anything to do with the fairness of the arrangement, and he can clearly afford $800 a month since he's already been paying it. I would feel differently if he really would struggle to pay half the rent, but it's 12% of his salary. Come on. My flat salary is also only $20,000 more than his. The reason I make so much more is because I sometimes work nights and weekends. He could make extra money doing that too, but chooses not to. I don't really see why I should be punished for it. I told him I would be willing to compromise with a $700/$900 split, on the condition that he took the $100 he was saving and put it aside into a fund for us to buy a house one day, and that money would be his to do whatever he wanted if we ended up breaking up. He got mad and said I was treating him like a child, that his finances are none of my business, and it's totally inappropriate for me to tell him what to do with his money. I feel like I can't see this situation clearly. Am I the asshole?